The Todd Chronicles. So first of all, I thought I'd take you a little bit through my university history. I would look at my whole journey, starting when I walked onto campus here, as the flight of the bumblebee. Now, I don't know if you know this, but smart people with big brains actually have believed that bees should not be able to fly because their wingspan is shorter than the mass of the body and all of those other things that I wasn't good at in science. But the thing is, nobody told the bee that. And I find myself akin to that, is that I either am too stupid to say I can't do something or too arrogant, but the flight of the bumblebee, if you watch a bumblebee fly, you know, it's not very elegant, but it does get from A to B and it does get the job done. And this guy who founded Cirque du Soleil had a really nice saying that I wanted to capture. It was only with the courage and arrogance of youth that we survived. And I believe, standing here 22 years later, that if it wasn't for a lot of courage, a lot of arrogance, and a lot of luck, I wouldn't have survived either. So let's go into WLU. I started in the business school, and I was really excited about it. And then this course came into my life, and I had to make decisions. And so the decisions were, well, Turin or, well, calculus. And I made choices. And I was still sitting there looking at calculus. But it ultimately turned out that the Turin actually got me into psychology because the leading course of calculus, I failed. Now, I failed once nobly and well. The second time I got into a science stream, tried to fight with Dean Nichols at the time, who was the dean, to say, no, I shouldn't have been in the stream, it was the wrong stream. Long story short, I'm a psych rat. So, hence the flight of the bumblebee. Came in for business, wanted to be a business guy, always wanted to be a business guy, made a few bad choices, my first wall. So how did I deal with the wall? Well, how I dealt with the wall was when I was in third year, and all of my peers had and are in the middle of the business interviewing process, and all the big companies are coming on campus. I wasn't getting any phone calls, and I submitted my resumes everywhere that they did, but I had psych, and they had BBA or BBA co-op. And so, how do you deal with that? So how I dealt with it was taking a problem and trying to figure out a solution. So bribery was my solution. So what I did was I went to a retail store and I got a whole bunch of boxes and gift wrapped my resume and couriered my resume to each of the interviewers. And there was this really great person, Charlene. I know her first name was Charlene, and she was just awesome. She snuck me all the names of the interviewers, got me all of the direct people, and there it was, cover letter and my resume as a gift to each of the 35 or 40 interviewing companies. And I got 7 job offers, one from Procter & Gamble, one from Nabisco, one from Xerox, one from a company called Honeywell. And so what I did was I liked Honeywell the best because it had a 6-month training program, and it also had a company car and all those cool things. And so back to passion, my passion at the time, back to the flight, the bumblebee. It wasn't really technology. It certainly wasn't entrepreneurship. It was more getting a car, getting some cash, and getting some experience because I was this kid right out of school. And so I just followed that. What I realized when I got in there is Honeywell's a big organization, it was a corporation, and they were 16th out of 20 in the Unix mini computer business. So if you're out selling for the company who's ranked 16th, it's really hard to sell computers. But I had some will, and I knew that to get another job I'd have to perform. So I was able to perform and sell. From there, I got introduced through a hockey game. I play hockey, and I played with this guy named Rob Burgess. And Rob Burgess ran this company called Silicon Graphics. And that was the turning point of my life, because what I was able to do was get into an airplane, go down to Silicon Valley in 1989, when the markets were pretty recession-filled at the time, but technology was on the biggest rise of its life. And what I was able to really plug into was the concept of the startup. Startup having the concept of founding team members, founders, having teams, having energy. And in California, just knew how to do it right. The Valley started to really build, clusters of capability and real reward mechanisms that people could tie into.